Well, I'm cutting my grass today. I've got the guys back with the weed eaters. Only two of them showed, and we've got quite a bit to do. So hopefully they can get it done. But today's video, I just want to share with you guys. I said last time I'd tell you how much it costs to put a durian farm in here in Thailand. You know, the total cost. But today I'm not going to include putting a property on the video. We'll make that another video. Make that the next video. So go ahead and make sure you subscribe or like it so you get that notification. You'll find out what it cost me to build my my farmhouse here in Thailand. Okay. But anyways, yeah. So let's get started. So basically, I put this farm in. Walking through mud right now. Freaking mud on the ground. Yeah. Anyways, trying to dodge that. So we get started here. Get to an area where weed eaters ain't so loud, so you guys can hear me. So, anyways, we're talking about 10 rye, developing 10 rye for commercial farm here in Thailand, and what it cost me to get it where it is today. You know, we've got fences. I've built all the mounds. I've got an irrigation system. Each tree has a sprinkler. I've got a holding tank. I've got a well for that, and I've got a pump that does all this. So I include all that. I include the trees, putting into the sprinkler system, labor for that, and then the backhoe and tractor to make all the mounds in here to prep out the land the way we needed. So I've got glasses on today because I got to read my cheat sheets. All right, I'm not gonna be able to memorize all this and give you guys like real numbers. So I wanted to be real with you guys, give you accurate information. So if you're gonna do it, well, you kind of know what you're gonna run into and how much it's gonna cost you. Now, if you just take this total number I'm gonna give you and just break it down into the rye that you're gonna have, but then add in a couple things, it'll give you a rough idea of what it's gonna cost you. So anyways, so let me get started. So basically, the first thing I did was I built the well. I dug the well. And I got these guys out here, and they guaranteed me water. And the price that they gave me for that is 110,000 baht. Now, that was a year and a half ago when I had it dug. And it cost me 110,000 baht guaranteed. And I believe the price is the same. So I'm looking to get another well built. And my wife's in contact with them now. So if you get a well, and depending on your area, I had other guys offer me 60,000. They came on out and they couldn't find water, and their rig wasn't big enough to go deeper. So I had to get these guys for 110. So that's your first big expense if you don't have a well on your property. And your second one is building up all these mounds, right? So I had a backhoe out here. I have a pond in a far back corner that I had built, and I utilized that dirt to put in my farm in low areas. So you're going to want to have a nice little slope to your farm so you don't have holding water and whatnot. So I was able to do that here. But to have them to do all that, build these mounds, and the tractor to level them all out, we're looking at 160,000 baht. And that's your biggest expense besides your well. So that's what you're looking at as far as on a scale this big, 10 rye. Now getting into the plants in them, right? So I spent 90,000 baht on all the durian trees here. They come out, it was about 120 baht per tree. We bought smaller trees, and I bought some up in Rayong, and I bought some from South Thailand. I had 5 different species in here, and we spent 90,000 baht on them, so for 750 trees is what we had purchased. Since then, I've replaced, 150 trees. Some had died, so I replaced them, and they're all grown good now. But that's your big expense. So you're growing durian. That's depending on where you're at, what your trees cost. I see trees now at 150 baht. They've gone up a little bit, 160 baht, 170 baht. So shop around for them. Definitely look at other provinces and make sure it's a good tap, a good root, and they got to be, not too small. Otherwise, take too long to grow. So yeah, so all that comes to 375,000 baht, okay, for all that. And then I had to pay someone some labor to help us put the trees in. That was 5,000 baht. So now you're up to 380,000. So by putting your well in, fixing the land, buying the trees, installing the trees, and whatnot, you're at 380,000 baht. Now, the sprinkler system. Let me talk about that. The sprinkler system we put in here. I spent about 20,000 baht on the piping system itself, all the 1-inch pipe, 2-inch pipe. And I've got 3-inch pipe in here. I've got it tapering down, going out, plus all the water heads. It was rough. It was pretty cheap, about 20,000. And the labor to actually put it in, dig all the holes, dig the trenches, and put everything underground. It took about 3 weeks to get all this stuff done, but that was 25,000 baht. So you got a total of 45,000 baht there in total to put the sprinkler system in fully into the ground. So you can see back there, it's a lot of digging. You guys are digging for days. Now, I'll walk you back here. Once you get everything in, okay, your rows are in, your sprinkler system's in, you paid for all that, and you got your well in, you got another expense. You're gonna have to build a holding tank. Depending on how big your farm is, you can either come directly off your well, and that produces about 150 liters a minute. So you have to look at your sprinkler heads, and normally it's about 3 to 4 liters a minute that come out. So determines how many you can have. So the holding tank, and then I had to get the electrical for the pump for the farm and whatnot. And all that came out to 43,000 baht. Now, I put my holding tank inside my barn, only because I've got fish in it, and it keeps the water nicer inside. So when it's exposed to the sun, you get a lot of algae. A lot of birds dropping poop and whatnot in there, and you'll get discoloration. But yeah, I went ahead and I got this. I've got this dosing tank that I use. Okay, with a Mozzie injector, I put my fertilizer in that tank, mix it up, whatever I want to put on my farm, so it reduces labor. And then my pump's right down there. And that's actually a spa pump, hot tub pump, spa pool pump. And it's 2 HP, but because of the head on it, it's a high volume pump. And the way I set my plumbing up, I'm able to use that for my farm. So I save a lot of energy with that. And but typically in Thailand, you'd have to have a much bigger pump to do as many heads as I do with that one pump there. Regarding electrical, I had to get my, that's my converter box for the underground pump itself, and then I needed that bigger box on top for the pump out to the farm. So that covers it. So there you go, guys. That comes up to 43,000. So all in, we're roughly 425,000 baht, 420,000 baht to get everything in. And you're good to go. If you're getting 10 rye and you want to know how much it's going to cost you to set your farm up commercially, it's about 430,000 baht, okay? And the house behind me, that's my modern farmhouse. I made it completely out of metal, but I've got some nice upgrades inside, real nice flooring and whatnot. It's a loft room upstairs. So it's a 2-bedroom, 1 bath. Actually, the house is a 2-bedroom, 2 bath. One's outside though. So we'll talk about that next. We'll talk about the house. I'll bring you inside and show you what I did and how much it cost me, and that'll be the next video. So make sure you subscribe, like, and we'll see you next time.